Today, I will be covering absolutely everything you need to know to get started in the hugely popular UK server known as CMG. Whether you are completely new to RP or you're an experienced RP player coming to CMG City for the first time, this video will help you get the most important information you need to get up and running in this server. This is the ultimate guide for CMG. The order of which things are shown in this video may be a bit chaotic at times, but I promise that if you watch all of the video, you will learn everything you need to get properly started in CMG, rather than running around wondering why you're broke, what you've done wrong, what you've missed, and not being able to understand what other players are talking about. There is information in parts of this video which may confuse you if you skip parts of the video, so I kindly ask you to just watch it through, listen closely, and you'll learn everything you need to know faster than any other new player who does not watch this video. This video is made to give you the best advantage possible and has taken a lot of work to put together. And please feel free to use the chapter markers in the video and in the description if you need to come back to a specific part of the video to recap at any point in time. Okay, so first of all, just search and find CMG in the server list on FiveM. I recommend favoriting the server too, because why not? Now, if you try to click connect, you'll be met with a message that tells you need to first verify yourself in the CMG Discord. Note down the code you see displayed in this message. You'll need it in a moment. So now go ahead and click the link to the CMG Discord. I'm already in the Discord. You guys might need to do the regular Discord onboarding first, read the rules and etc. And then once you're fully in the Discord server, over on the left hand side, just come all the way down to the bottom where you'll see a channel called bot commands. In here, just put in that code you noted down before, press enter, and it will tell you that you have been successfully verified. I have already verified myself, so nothing happens when I do it. Check out the other channels in this server. There's a general chat section that people are always talking in. There's an auction room that people are selling their cars in. Take a look at some of the cars you could get in this server. There's also a live stream channel. Find people who are going live whilst playing this server. And then there's also auctions run by CMG themselves. There's information for that here, and you can check out the different cars you can currently bid on. But enough about the Discord server, let's jump into CMG. Click connect, and now that you've verified in the Discord, it should start loading up this time. For the very first time loading up the server, please allow some time for all the assets to be downloaded to your SSD. After the first time, the server will load up a lot faster. Once you've loaded in, you'll notice you have 2 hours of protection as a new player, and you also have a total of £210,000. £200,000 in your personal bank account and £10,000 in cash. Now go ahead and select your gender and then choose your username. Be absolutely sure about your name before you proceed, because it will cost if you want to change your name in the future. Before we continue on, if anything around you is blurry or not loaded in, then the first thing you'll want to do is go to your settings, go to graphics, and then you want to turn up extended texture budget using the right arrow key. Keep turning it up until either the issue is sorted or just put it up to the maximum if your PC can handle it. Even if things look okay right now, remember this setting just in case it happens in the future. Now follow the yellow markers in front of you and head down to the train station. Make sure to get close enough to each yellow marker so that it disappears and the next one appears in front of you. If you don't, the train won't spawn in. Get on the train and head to the city. First thing I want to let you know is, you are the only player in this city whilst you carry out this short tutorial. This is just to make sure other players don't, unintentionally or not, stop you from completing this tutorial and learning what you need to. Okay, so keep following the instructions given on screen and get in the taxi across the road. Now follow the waypoint to Simeon's to buy yourself your first vehicle. Once at Simeon's, head inside and run up to the icon you'll see in front of you. Here you can choose whatever car you want within your budget. There's some good cars there to choose from, however I personally recommend you just get the Dinka Kanjo EP4, which is of course just GTA's version of a Honda Civic. It's a good car and it's ridiculously cheap at just £5,000. I'm going to save the rest of my money for something else coming up very shortly in the video. So, if you keep following the instructions on screen, it tells you to head outside. There's one of many garages around the map just outside, and if you head up to this garage, you can pull out the little Dinka or whatever car you just bought. And now it will ask you to press escape and to view the rules and controls. So if you press escape, and then first of all, let's click on server rules down the bottom. It shows you the link you'll be directed to. Just click visit site, and then here you can see all the rules you'll need to know to play CMG. Most of them are pretty universal across a lot of FiveM servers, but take your time to have a good read through, try to get a good understanding, so then not only can you be sure you're not breaking any rules yourself, but you can also know if another player is breaking a rule and being unfair. And then if we come back to our previous screen here, on the left hand side you'll see CMG Wiki. Click that, and then same again, it will show you the link you'll be directed to. Just click visit site, and then here you will get a lot of information that you'll want to know. Have a flick through yourself. There's information about the server restarts, which is just the server shutting down for about 5 minutes every day at 10 AM UK time. Boot wipes, which is where everyone's inventory items are wiped at the end of the month. Every item you have, whether in your car, in your house, or on your person, will be wiped from the game. This is to stop players from stacking up on guns or things like burner phones and then ruining the ecosystem and how the game is played. You will not lose your cars, your money in your bank, your licenses, or anything of that kind, but you will lose things like guns, dirty cash, drugs. They'll all be wiped on the last day of the month. There's a whole lot more information on this website, which I recommend you read through at some point too. For now, if you scroll down a bit further and click controls, here you'll be able to see all the controls for CMG, such as how to pull up your inventory, how to use your mobile phone, how to put your hands up, push to talk, and just everything you'll need to know really. Again, I recommend you have a flick through yourself and get familiar. And if you forget something or need some information, just come back to the CMG wiki and have a look around. Most of your questions can be answered here. Quick side note, make sure your voice chat is enabled in the settings. By default, yours may be set to off. Just make sure it is on, and then make sure it's selected the right devices you use. Then maybe mess around with the settings a bit, turn up your microphone volume, turn up the sensitivity a bit, just set it how you think it should be. It's also worth mentioning that you can of course change the keybinds for things like push to talk. I myself use one of the side buttons on my mouse rather than the default key N. Okay, enough of that. Let's get back into the gameplay. It now says to drive to the city hall, so follow the waypoint, and once you get there, lock your car with the comma key and then head inside. Follow the yellow markers. This is where you can choose your first ever job. A message will pop up asking if you are a new player who needs more assistance before continuing on. This is totally up to you and how you're feeling at this point. Either press enter to request a member of staff who will come to assist you, or press escape and continue on with choosing your first job. I'm going to press escape, and now the in-game tutorial is officially complete. You are now in the city with every other player. However, my tutorial does not stop here. I've got a few more things to cover that you will need to know to really thrive in CMG. Okay, so if you press E on the little suitcase icon here, it will open up the Job Center menu. These are the jobs available for new starters. Notable ones being the garbage collector, the mechanic, and also the trainee paramedic for those of you looking to have a more hands-on RP experience. Then we have trapper, and then what I recommend, as well as recommended for new players by CMG themselves, is trucking. Select trucking, and a message will pop up telling you that there is a new waypoint set for you to follow. If you take a look at the map, here you can see it's just down the bottom there by the port. Whilst you're on the way to trucking, now's a good time for me to talk about the durability of your car. Most standard cars like this Dinker will not take a battering like they would on GTA Online. If you hit too many lampposts, run down a phone box too many times, or get into a head-on crash with another player or a wall, you'll quickly find your car either getting ridiculously slow or just unable to move entirely. You have a few options when this happens. If you're still able to move slowly, get yourself to any of the nearby garages, store your vehicle, and then simply spawn it back out again and it'll be fixed ready to go. If your car is so battered that you can't move at all, you still have a few options. Option 1, leave your car, run to a garage, and spawn out any other vehicle you have. Option 2, if there are mechanics online, you can type /mechanic in the chat box and wait for a mechanic to come and help you. Option 3 is to push your car. If you're close enough to a garage but you can't move, you have the ability to push it. And option 4 is just to stand and wait for a vehicle cleanup to happen, which seemingly happens at random, so there's no telling how long that could be. Alright, once you arrive at the trucking job, you want to head on to this building here, where you can see you are able to buy truck repair kits and civilian radios. Don't buy anything yet though, because you're saving your money for something else. Turn around and walk up to the truck icon behind the desk, and press E to open the trucking menu. Hit start job, and after showing you a mini tour of the job, you'll see a message in the bottom left corner that says you do not currently own or rent any trucks. You can get one outside. So of course we're going to head outside, and as shown to you in the mini tour, there's these two icons. One of them is where you can rent a truck for the price of £10,000 for 24 hours. Do not rent a truck though, because if you come over to the other icon, you'll see that here you can buy a truck for £200,000, which you should just have enough for. Trust me, it's a better investment to buy your truck and own it than to rent one for £10,000 each time. You own the truck and you can use it outside of your trucking job just as another vehicle if you wanted to. I'm going to buy the Phantom custom truck. Once you've bought your truck, go back inside and start the job for real this time. Head over to the garage icon out in the car park, spawn your truck, and then all you have to do is reverse up to the trailer in the highlighted zone and the truck will automatically pick up the trailer. Now, just follow the waypoint and make your first trucking delivery. Don't forget you can lock and unlock your truck with the comma key. Drop off the trailer, just drive the truck into the highlighted zone, and voila, just like that, you've made your own money for the first time in CMG. Well done, pat on the back.
Yeah, but only £33,000.
Okay, I hear you, but we all got to start somewhere, right? You'll notice that you just leveled up. As you level up in trucking, you'll reach certain milestones that will give you even bigger payouts per drop. So right now it's 33,000 per drop, but as you level up and grind your way through, you'll earn more money in the long run. There is also this new skill tree system they've added in, and its own leveling system that is separate from the main trucking levels. Press F1 and take a look. There are skill trees for all types of jobs and careers in CMG. You don't need to worry about any of the others for now though. The trucking skill tree will allow your truck to go faster as you level up that skill tree. Just a cool added bonus, I suppose. Now, if you want to start grinding out, just go ahead and follow the next waypoint. It will take you to where your next trailer is, and then once you have collected the trailer, you will get another waypoint of where to drop off that trailer. Each time you deliver a trailer, the next job will automatically be set as a waypoint for you. If you want to stop the job, either head back to the trucking place where you started the job, or store the truck into a garage and the job will automatically end. Just remember that whenever you want to start the job again, you will have to head back to the trucking place again. Moving on, we're now going to talk about illegal work and dirty cash. Some jobs like trucking have two sides of the work. The legal work, where you get paid straight into your bank, and the illegal work, which pays you in dirty cash. For illegal trucking, head down here at the bottom of the map, close to where the legal trucking is. Inside this building, you'll see the same icons that are at the legal trucking. Head up to the truck icon and start your first illegal job. Same again, get in your truck, hook up the trailer, and just follow the waypoint. It's the same process as the legal work so far. However, I'm going to give you an important tip right now. If a player stops you and asks you, are you doing legal or illegal trucking? No matter what, tell them you are doing legal. If you simply tell another player that you are doing illegal work, then you have just given that player a reason to try and rob you for whatever dirty cash you have on you right now. Money in your bank is safe, but any cash you have on you, legal or dirty, can be lost if you die and can potentially be stolen by another player. So be on your toes when you're out there doing illegal work. Once you have completed your illegal drops, you'll notice you now have dirty cash. Dirty cash cannot be spent or deposited into your account. You need to clean the dirty cash first. To clean dirty cash, you'll need to get yourself a burner phone. You can buy a burner phone from any of the stores around the map, but they're an eye-watering 500k each. No one buys them from a store though, and I don't ever recommend you do either. Instead, head down to the hood area of the city and look for areas that are congested with dumpsters. That's right, you're going dumpster diving. There's a lot of dumpsters around when you're looking in the right areas, such as I am, and you can find all sorts of items in these dumpsters. Some of the items are pretty useless, such as all the alcohol you're going to find, which you can't really do anything with other than get drunk, I suppose. Some of the items are just fun to try out. Some items are a little useful. Bolt cutters can be used to break into other players' houses or even into the prison yard if you want to do a prison break and get one of your boys out. And you'll even find things like melee weapons, gun ammo, and drugs.
Also, I should have mentioned before, but if you go ahead and get your car out of a garage, you can store whatever you have on you, including your dirty cash, so that you minimize the risk of getting it stolen or lost if you somehow die. When it comes to finding the burner phone, it really is just RNG. Sometimes I've gotten lucky and found one within the first few dumpsters I've searched. Sometimes I've found 3 to 4 within about 30 minutes of searching. However, in this video, it did take me quite a few dumpsters, but I didn't give up, and before long, a burner phone. Okay, so now you've got your burner phone, put it in your car with your dirty cash and any other items that you're storing for now. I like to head to a green zone before I call the burner phone, but you don't have to do this if you don't want to. From outside of your car, go ahead and open the boot, then click on the burner phone and click use. This will start the phone call. As soon as you've done that, press F to get into your car, press L to close the inventory menu off your screen, and after a very few loud rings that only you can hear, don't worry, there will be a waypoint set for you to go and meet the cleaner who will clean your cache. Once at the waypoint marker, look for a yellow circle that will appear on the minimap and look for an NPC stood in that area. Now before you go ahead and get out, scope out the area for any other players and be careful. Cleaning dirty cache is obviously an illegal activity, and if another player catches you doing this, they will pull out a weapon and try to rob you. So once you feel somewhat satisfied that the area is safe, get your dirty cache out from the boot of your car, walk up to the cleaner and press E to clean your cache. In this video here, you can see that the cache was cleaned instantly. However, the more dirty cache you have, the longer you have to stand there with the cleaner whilst the cache is being cleaned. As soon as the cache is clean, get back to your car and quickly head to an ATM to deposit your clean cache into your bank. At the ATM, just click deposit all to quickly get it into your bank account, safe from being lost or stolen. And that's it. You now know how to do illegal work and clean your dirty cache. Alright, we have to talk about the phone quick. Press K on your keyboard to bring up your phone. You will need to select your language, and then you have the option to choose a PIN code too. I don't bother using a PIN code because other players can't steal your phone in the server. It's on you at all times. Choose light or dark mode, and that's it. Your phone is ready to use. You have an app installed already called Vigilante. If you click on this app and click on charges, you can see your current bounty price. Every time you do an illegal job or activity such as robbing a store, your bounty will go up. Once the bounty is £500,000 or above, players that are vigilantes will be notified of your rough location, your bounty price, and they'll be looking for you to arrest you, get paid for your bounty, and send you to jail. Your jail time will depend on the charges you have racked up and how much your bounty is. The minimum jail time is 5 minutes, I'm pretty sure. What I personally do, when my bounty reaches £500,000, you will also see a red skull icon coming up next to your minimap letting you know that your bounty is now active. I make sure I don't have any weapons, illegal items, or dirty cash on me, because anything you have on you will automatically be taken away before you're sent to jail, and the player who arrested you does not get your items either. Then I take myself to one of the 2 vigilante stations, which I'm showing you here on the map now, and then I wait outside until a vigilante comes to arrest me and clear my bounty. This way, I don't risk losing any dirty cash or anything. I only go to prison for 5 minutes, and then I can get back to grinding out again. Okay, so moving on again. Some of you might have noticed I have changed my outfit and the way I look. If you want to change your outfit, just head to any of the clothes stores dotted around the map. Same again if you want to change your hair, there are a few hair salons placed around the map. And if you want to change your face, you know, your overall look, that is also done at the hair salon. There you can choose your inheritance from parents, your skin color, eye color, all of that. So if you haven't already, go and customize your character and give them a fresh look. If you're really paying attention, you also might have noticed I don't have L plates anymore. How do you get rid of those L plates? Well, you go and take your full driving test, obviously. If you head over to here on your map, this orange car icon here is the CMG Learning Center. Get yourself down there, and that's where we'll be doing our driving test to get rid of these horrible L plates. Once here at the Learning Center, just head up to the desk, click on Driving License, and then go down and click on Apply for a Provisional License. Now you just gotta wait around here for a minute whilst your license is being processed. You'll see notifications in the bottom left corner above the minimap letting you know how far along the process is. It'll take a couple of minutes, but once you see the message that says your provisional license has now been issued, you can go back up to that desk again, and now you'll see the option to begin driving test for the cost of £20,000. If you fail your test, you'll have to come back to this desk, start your test again, and pay another £20,000. So pay attention, take your time, and you should pass first time easily. Now just carefully follow the instructions on screen and follow the waypoints given to you. Listen to your examiner as he will ask you to carry out tasks, remind you of speed limits, and direct you of when to go and when to stop. My biggest tip for you is to first of all make sure that you don't go above the speed limit. Don't worry about little wheel spins, don't worry about indicating, and don't worry too much about lane discipline. The second tip is to watch out for some NPCs that are purposely placed into the test to try and make you crash. You'll see in the video that if I hadn't have been going slow or paying attention, I would have hit one of these NPC vehicles. Any collision with another vehicle will result in a fail, so just be ready and be careful. Once you've made it back to the CMG Learning Center, your examiner will let you know whether you have passed or failed. I passed first time, woohoo! No more L plates. If you want a house in CMG, you're gonna have to save up some money. To be honest, you don't really need a house. There aren't many benefits, especially a low-level house. A low-level house, which is just an apartment, will cost you a minimum of 8 million just for the cheapest apartment. You can, however, buy houses from other players, which is actually how I got mine. My £8 million apartment cost me 5 million and even came with these. The decoration, which actually would have cost the player that I bought the apartment from. The only real use of this house is being able to change into previously saved outfits here, and being able to store items here too. However, people can break in and rob your house, so be careful storing items here. Alright, if you've made it this far into the video, well done, and also thank you for sticking around. Here's how to get even more money. Once you have played at least 30 minutes in the server, you'll be able to claim one of the new daily loot crates. These loot crates can contain weapons, cash, cars, and other things such as platinum, which I will explain shortly coming up in the video. To claim your first loot crate, press T to bring up the chat box, and then type /daily or /daily rewards, press enter, and then select your day one crate. Here in the video, I got myself an Olympia shotgun. Not only do we get daily rewards, but there is also weekly challenges and daily challenges that could potentially earn you even more money. For example, if I press escape to take a look at what my challenges are right now, weekly challenges will reward you with £500,000, and as you can see, I've already completed one of those thanks to our little dumpster diving session earlier. So that really paid off. Capture 2 turfs of any type, we're not going to worry about that for now, that's gangs. Loot 6 unique loot bags. I'm going to show you a little trick to complete that nice and easy in a minute, but let's take a look at the daily challenges first. Daily challenges will reward you with £200,000 each, and oh look at that, search 35 dumpsters already complete of course, and that's an extra 200k in my pocket. Capture 3 turfs of any type, we're not going to bother with that for now, we're new, and same with kill 8 unique people in a red zone, we're not going to bother with that one either this early on. Okay, so going back to this loot 6 unique loot bags challenge, all you have to do is take one item, drop it on the floor, this will make a loot bag. Now just press L and come out of your inventory menu, press caps and take the item out of the loot bag back into your inventory. And then yep, simply repeat this process 6 times and that counts as 6 unique loot bags. If you get this message pop up that says unable to drop item, you have created too many loot bags recently, well just simply wait 5 minutes or so, go and do something else and then come back to that. But make sure you go and claim your £500,000 once you have completed it. And also, we can't forget to talk about the casino. I don't need to explain how the casino could make you money, I'm sure you know how gambling works, but we do also have, just like on GTA Online, a wheel spin that you can do once per day for the price of 100,000 chips. You could get 200,000 chips, £200,000 in cash, a gun, or even the casino card that you see in front of you. Or if you're unlucky, you'll end up with just some handcuffs, keys for handcuffs, or a rock. I got a gun. Not the best on there, but I'll take it. Take a look for yourself around the casino, maybe try a little gambling if you're up for it. There are VIP/high roller tables, which you will not be able to access unless you go and buy the high roller membership for a whopping £10 million at the reception help desk. Alright, so you have a job, you have a car, you have a full license, you have a burner phone, you know how to do illegal work and clean dirty cash, you know about the rewards, the challenges, the casino, you have a customized character. What's next? I recommend saving up for a pilot's license. If you head down to the City Hall on your minimap towards the icon that looks like a piece of paper, that is the license shop. Again, take a look at it yourself. Some of it you may not understand right now, and that's okay. You won't need to understand it all this early on. And you might be thinking, man, this is also expensive, what the fuck? But if you play the server properly, do a bit of grinding and hard work, you'll be surprised at how quick you can stack up millions for yourself. Here you can see the pilot's license is £2.5 million, which I can't recommend enough that you save up for. I myself am a pilot and I've grinded through the piloting levels, and now I can make nearly 500k every 10 to 15 minutes without any hassle or struggle. Whilst you're in the City Hall again, there's also one other room we haven't gone to yet. If you head towards the computer icon on your minimap, it will take you here, the license plate management menu. Open this up and you'll see you have the option to see any owned and equipped plates, the ability to check availability of license plates, and the option to redeem a license plate. You'll see the same two options for a phone number. If this confuses you now, don't worry. This is to do with items that you can buy from the store, which I'll be covering towards the end of the video. Stick around for that. Okay, we're not done just yet. Let's cover a few things on the map very quickly. The green zone right here in the middle of the city is the #1 meetup spot. This is known as JD because within this green zone is a clothes store with a shop that looks familiar. If you need to meet up with a player, this is one of the most popular spots to do so. Melee weapons can be bought at these two stores. Pistols can be bought at these two stores. Large arms such as assault rifles can be bought at this store. However, notice it is in a red zone. Red zones are kill on sight. If you are spotted in a red zone, a player can shoot you and kill you immediately, so be careful. These other red zones are for selling drugs such as LSD and heroin, which you don't need to worry about for now because it costs a lot of money to get started in the drugs business. This is for trading cocaine. This is not a kill on sight zone, however it is still an illegal activity zone that you can be initiated on if you are seen inside of or leaving this zone. This is where we started our legal trucking job, our illegal trucking job. Here is where you go for the pilot job. Here is where you go for the garbage job. Here is where you go for the mechanic job. Over here, we have VIP Island, not to be confused with Cayo Perico Island. And of course, there is also workshops all around the map that you can take your vehicles to get them customized, as well as stores all around the map that you can go and rob if you have a gun. Speaking of which, I'll now explain how to go about robbing a store and how to rob an ATM. Both will give you dirty cash. To rob a store, all you need is a gun of any kind. I recommend just getting yourself a pistol from one of the earlier mentioned gun stores. Head into the store, point your gun at the shopkeeper, and it will immediately start to empty the cash in the register. However, the cash register itself only contains between £5,000 to £10,000, so here's where the real money is. After the shopkeeper has started emptying the register, you can now head to the back staff room of the store where you'll find a safe. Interact with the safe to start cracking it. And to crack a safe, you have to move the dial until you see it start to shake. Carefully keep turning the dial until you see it shaking vigorously, and then press the up arrow key to lock that number in and move on to the next number in the combination. Repeat this process until the safe opens. Once it's open, grab the money, then head back out to your vehicle and make sure to grab the money from the shopkeeper too. The safe can contain anywhere from £100,000 to £150,000, so they're worth trying out. To rob an ATM, all you need is a crowbar. Head to either of the melee stores to buy one, and then you need to look out for these icons around the map. They're just like regular ATM icons, but red. So if you see a red $sign, that means there's an ATM you can rob. Walk up to the ATM with your crowbar out, and start left clicking to hit the ATM machine. Once you have reached 100% damage on the ATM machine, you then have to cut 3 wires. Just like you see on screen here, all you have to do is hit the spacebar on your keyboard when the white bar reaches the green zone. Do this 3 times successfully and you will either get between £25,000 and £45,000 in dirty cash, or if you're unlucky, you'll be hit with an ink pack and get no cash. I recommend trying it out, see what you like best. Me personally, I suck at cracking the safes and my luck with ATMs is rough. Alright, so you might be wondering by now how people have these nice proper cars that you can't seem to find in Simeon's showroom. Well, these are called baller vehicles. To put it simply, these cars cannot be bought from a showroom. They are bought into the server, which will cost you IRL cash, or you can buy them from other players with in-game cash. But, and this is important, in order to even own or rent one of these baller vehicles, you will need access to your own VIP garage. How do you get this access? This is where we head to the store. So press your escape key and then go ahead in the bottom right corner, click on the store. And then same as before, just click on visit site. And then once it's loaded up, first of all, you'll see the option to sign in to your account. You will need to do this if you want to make a purchase. For now though, I'm just going to flick through everything else here. You should do the same. As I've said many times in this video by now, have a look through for yourself. There was a sale on the time of me recording this video. This sale will probably have finished by the time this video is out, but they do sales pretty regularly, so keep an eye out for that. So the most obvious one here is the money bags. You can buy in-game money with your IRL cash, pretty self-explanatory. XP boosts, which will help you level up faster in jobs like trucking and piloting, meaning you level up faster and earn bigger paychecks faster. Okay, and then we got ranks. Pay attention here. If all you want is to access the VIP garages so that you can buy/rent baller cars, baller trucks, baller planes, etc., then all you need is the supporter rank for £15. You'll get a green chat tag in game, access to the VIP garage, the VIP gun store, a Discord tag, 500k money bag, and one free VIP car that you can choose from the list here. Some options that people have gone for is the Havoc helicopter, the Jugular car, or the Barracks truck, which has extra large boot capacity for storing extra items. The Jugular is the most popular option though, and it's also the car I went for myself. I bought myself the premium rank when I started, but you can do whatever you want with your money, and no one's forcing you to buy anything. You'll notice that the most expensive rank, highest rank, is called Baller. Don't get this confused with what I explained about baller cars or baller locked vehicles. This does not mean that you have to buy baller rank. You only need supporter rank to have access to the VIP garage. Also, let's say you decide to buy supporter rank now, but in 2 months time you wish you had bought premium instead, or even kingpin or baller. You can upgrade your rank here. You can go from any rank up to a higher rank, and all you pay is the difference between the two ranks. Meaning that you haven't paid any more than if you had just bought premium or whatever rank you're upgrading to first time around. There's building MLO imports, vehicle imports, and here you'll see an option that says model adjustment. This is how players can get a customized license plate on their imported car and do other customization and tweaks too. You can bring your own custom weapons into the server. You can buy a whitelist to use other players' custom weapons. There's clothing imports and whitelists, weapon attachments. And then at the bottom in this other section, you'll find the airdrops, which contain random items of weapon, ammo, and dirty cash, and the option to change your username, which, as I stated at the very beginning of this video, it does cost you if you want to change your username. License plate, not to be confused with the model adjustment plates I mentioned a moment ago, that is for imported cars. These custom license plates can be used on any GTA vehicle, not imported ones. And all you have to do after purchasing one is head to the license plate management in the City Hall/Job Center, which I showed you earlier. There you can choose what the plate will say and then choose which car to equip it on. This is not done in a car workshop like on GTA Online. And then finally, the option to change your phone number. Personally, I wouldn't be bothering with that, but some players like to have a custom phone number they can remember easily, I guess. At the time of recording this, at the top here, we currently have the 8-year anniversary special package, which includes 2 custom vehicle imports.
You can choose from this list here, which,
different to the list of VIP vehicles, this list has a few more options. I myself have the Ignis Lambo, because it looks cool. There's also a £20 million money bag, 60 days of CMG Platinum, which I'll get into in just a second, 1 license plate token, 7 days of 100% XP boost, and 1 airdrop. Pretty good value, $49.99 for what you get there. So last but not least, we have to cover CMG Platinum. It is a subscription service if you buy it from the store, but you can buy this from players in-game for in-game cash, or you can even win yourself some Platinum from the daily loot crates for free. With Platinum, you get access to the /craft moped command, allowing you to craft a moped right in front of you within seconds. 10% discount on all guns at every gun store. access to the valet app on your phone, which allows you to have your car dropped off at your location, literally just like in GTA Online. Personal vehicles will also have auto clean at all times. Access to the fuel all vehicles options in garages. Access to custom def sounds. Permanent primary and reserve parachute. Increased default storage, which is your personal inventory, raised from 30 kilograms to 50 kilograms. Access to vehicle extras menu. Access to a wardrobe of savable outfits at all clothing stores. And what this means is you don't have to go to a house to change your outfit. You could just go to any clothing store and quickly change into any previously saved outfit. You don't have to flick through all the clothing items to find your outfit. You have it saved from before, you click on it, you've changed your outfit just like that. It's nothing huge, but players like that, I guess. I like it, it's whatever. Reduce grinding time from 10 seconds to 7.5 seconds. Mining, processing actions. This is such as diamond mining, which we don't have enough money for yet, we're not covering that. Ability to purchase armor at VIP Island. Gang Rebel license required to purchase respective higher level armor. Ability to purchase 5 large arms weapons per day at VIP Island. Weekly kit. 7 days platinum minimum is needed to claim this, by the way. As long as you have 7 days, you can claim the weekly kit, which includes a free pistol, shotgun, SMG, AR, full armor, some tacos, and some morphine. Access to hit marker sound effects, access to blood particle effects, ability to resell subscription days in-game to other players. This is how you don't have to spend your money on it from the store, you can just buy it from other players. Access to kill lists, which adds a kill list below your crosshair when you kill a player. Access to create shareable outfits at clothing stores. Free gang or emergency radio on respawns. And there's also a hidden bonus that for some reason they don't have listed here. You actually get a small XP bonus on jobs like trucking and piloting, helping you level up faster. That's quite a lot included with platinum, so you might understand now why you'll see a lot of players asking to buy plat off of other players in the game chat. Personally, I like getting a week of platinum off another player from time to time, so I can claim the weekly kit of guns, change into my saved outfits quickly after doing jobs, XP boosts on piloting, crafting the moped if I'm stuck away from a road, calling the valet to have my car delivered when I'm next to a road. Just these things alone make it worth it in my opinion. And that is everything. If you have made it to the end of the video, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you found the video useful at all. If you have any questions, need any help, again, just feel free to comment down below. I'll be responding to every comment on this video. Okay, now go get out there in CMG and have some fun. Drop a like and sub if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. Peace.
And I don't have a license, so there's no company car or company van. No company benefits, there ain't no company perks or company plan. And I think if I was the boss man, then I would change up the way this company ran.
Indicate, mate. Fucking hell.